Hi, my name is Robert,
My name is Lina.
and we are going to answer what the role of the network structure is in learning and competition among suppliers. Which literature will be discussed? We will discuss the Dyer and the Ryoka article, but also the Wilhelm article. And in these two articles, Toyota is the central company. But why is this? This is because Toyota is a prime example, maybe the best example for creating and managing a knowledge sharing network. And they are seen as the leader in continuous learning and improvement, but they are also really effective at knowledge sharing activities. So what is a knowledge sharing network and why is it important? Well, a knowledge sharing network are basically organizations that interact with each other, coordinate with each other, that form a network for the creation and diffusion of knowledge among each other so that they can learn from each other. And that is basically why they are engaging in knowledge sharing networks because they want to learn. And it has already been broadly recognized that interorganizational learning is a form of, or is really important for gaining a competitive advantage. What kind of network structures are there? Well, in the two articles, there are two network structures being discussed. The horizontal network structure or horizontal supply chain relations. Those are, for example, relations between suppliers. And we have the vertical network structure or vertical knowledge sharing structure. And that is basically between, for example, a buyer Toyota, the main or the focal company, and one of its suppliers. What kind of knowledge can we share? There are two types of knowledge that can be shared. That is explicit knowledge or information, and that is information that is easily codifiable and can also easily be transferred or can be translated for other individuals and organizations to understand. For example, facts, axiomatic propositions, evidence without proof needed, and symbols, for example. Then we have the other one, and that is tacit knowledge or know-how. And tacit knowledge or know-how is really complex. It's not codifiable, or it's really hard to codify. And it is also what we call sticky. And tacit knowledge, that is really difficult to transfer to other individuals or organizations. And some examples are culture, values and norms, leadership, but also experience. But tacit knowledge or know-how is really important because this is seen as the core for gaining a sustainable competitive advantage. So this is something you want to obtain and also maybe you want to share. What are the major knowledge sharing dilemmas within the network context? There are three, and the first one is motivation of self-interested network members. You want to make sure that everybody within the network shares its valuable knowledge with the other network members. And this basically goes against the central tendency to make sure that you keep all of your know-how or tacit knowledge indoors. You don't want knowledge spillovers to your competitors, and that's why you want to keep it, well, basically safe in your log. The second one is the free rider problem. You don't want organizations in your network that only benefit from the network, from the gains from the network, but actually don't participate or actually don't help to contribute a benefit. So this is something that we call the free rider problem. And the last one is how to maximize the efficiency of knowledge transfers. So you can overcome the first two problems, but you still need to create pathways so you can efficiently share the knowledge among all the different network members. And with efficient, we mean speed and ease in which the knowledge can be shared among members and how easily it can be obtained.
Well, I will continue with the three dilemmas that how the Toyota solve these three dilemmas. Well, the first one is overcome motivation of self-interested network members. The first thing they do is that the Toyota will create a version in the firm that the members have the same purpose and have the same mutual benefits, so which will help the member realize that they actually have the membership benefits, then they will contribute their knowledge to the network. The second one is that Toyota promotes the philosophy of Kyusa and Kosha by developing network level knowledge acquisition, storage, and also diffusion, which could support the communication, coordination, and also learning. And by combining these two, they actually create a strong network identity, and actually the motivation problems will be solved in this way. The second one overcomes the collective action or free rider problems. The first solution is that they eliminate the notion that knowledge belongs to the individual firms, and the second one, they get the suppliers to open their operations to one another. But how did Toyota achieve this? They first developed some showcase suppliers that have successfully implemented in the industry already. And after other suppliers receive such benefits from this valuable knowledge from the showcase, and then they will very willing to contribute their own knowledge and open the plants to other Toyota suppliers. Because as we know that the Toyota is already a big company and they have very strong reputation and power in the industry, so the suppliers could aware that the Toyota actually can impose some economic sanctions by withdrawing the business. So they would rather not be free riders in this relationship. So actually the problem can be solved in this way. The third one, maximize the efficiency of knowledge transfers. Well, the Toyota first they established a variety of bilateral and multilateral processes, and each designed to facilitate the sharing of different types of knowledge within the networks. For example, like some processes are designed mainly for the knowledge diffusion, while some other types are designed for the creation and also the diffusion of knowledge. Well, these various processes allow for the matching of the type of the knowledge with a process that is the most effective and efficient at transferring the particular of knowledge. So actually the knowledge transfers can be maximized in this way.
Here I'm going to talk about four practices created by Toyota for the knowledge sharing. The first, what is the effect of supplier association? Supplier association was initiated by Toyota. So what is the horizontal effect? Oh well, by arranging the suppliers to meet and socializing the regularly, it creates a horizontal relations, and that later leads to a better mutual friendship and also the information exchange among members. And it trigger out a first order transparency. So it means that the suppliers they got encouraged to compete with each other since they've met each other. And then what is the effect of consulting divisions? So Toyota sends a team of consulting to help with some practical problems for suppliers. That was a partnership was vertically strengthened by that assistance, and horizontally since they get feedback from consulting divisions, so the competition is also enhanced, and by that process the second order transparency comes out, meaning that they are aware of each other's existence since they got the information about each other. And then what is the effect of voluntary small group learning teams? By helping each other's voluntarily, and that promotes collaboration and also interact with each other. And by interacting with each other, they actually study each other's strength and weakness, and that leads to third order transparency. So it means like when they compete each other while they study each other. Finally, what is the effect of inter-firm employee transfer? So there are two major effects: knowledge transfer and strengthen the identity within the network. So it means that they transfer employees also transfer knowledge, and through that process, their identity is strengthened within the networks. To sum up, we found that the network structure plays an important role in learning and competitions. It largely facilitates the both concepts. So the effect on learnings are knowledge transfer, including the diversity, tacit knowledge, and basic knowledge. And second is faster learning means learning speed is faster by assistance and by interacting. Third is collective learning, means that the competitors, suppliers, they don't learn alone, but learning together as a whole. The effect on competition. The first is that the network structure can well manage the tensions going on among the suppliers at the quantitative level. And second is to improve the individual competitiveness, since they study and they know each other's strength and weakness, so their competitiveness is going up. And third effect is transparency. As I mentioned, there are three levels of transparency. All right, that's pretty much of my presentation. Thank you very much.